Hey guys, it's me, number 4. You are looking at an actual real photo of what could be the face of the first humans to have ever existed on the planet. This fossil was found in Spain, and scientists believe it could be the remnants of the very first humans to ever exist. What's crazy about this is that there have been no other fossils like this ever found before. Scientists say that this is the closest thing to finding the face of our distant relative, Adam. Who do you think this man could be? Was he Adam, the first human to have ever lived? Let us know your thoughts. But before we get into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos about the most mysterious discoveries in the world. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. And lastly, guys, we are so close to reaching a milestone. We just need a few more subscribers to reach it. So if you aren't already subscribed, make sure to do so and stay updated with all of our new videos. I think we're at 9 subscribers, only 9,991 to go. I'm 10 years old. Guys, give me a break. Now let's get back to today's video. The bones are believed to be the front part of a skull, and they were found by archaeologists from the University of Santiago de Compostela in Sima del Elefante, Spain. It's believed that these bones could belong to an individual who lived around 1.4 million years ago. And this is significant because it predates Homo erectus by at least 300,000 years. Researchers describe this as a very special moment in their careers because this discovery has shocked the scientific community. This is one of the biggest fossil discoveries in history. Experts are still in shock after coming across this old bone. Experts from the University of Santiago de Compostela in Spain made this amazing discovery in October of 2022 while exploring the Sima del Elefante site. They had previously unearthed a number of primitive hand axes at the location in the 1980s, but nothing had been found here since then until now. At the time, the research team hadn't anticipated finding anything significant. They went back to the site in hopes of finding more of the same tools, but instead they ended up making a shocking discovery. Researchers uncovered a large fragment of what could be the front part of a skull. Experts believe that this fragment could have belonged to a male in his late 20s. However, this is just an estimation based on the size of the bones. The bones were sent to a lab in Madrid to be analyzed by experts. After examining the bones, researchers concluded that they were indeed a part of a human skull. Experts used computer tomography to virtually reconstruct the bone. This allowed them to see the shape of the skull and face without having to physically touch it. Researchers said that this technology allowed them to examine the skull in a non-invasive way. Researchers used 2 techniques to date the bones. First, they looked at the sediments in which the remains were found. Using this, they determined that the bones could be anywhere between 1.1 and 1.4 million years old. But they also dated the bones directly using a uranium series. This dating method is used to analyze the amount of uranium in bones. By analyzing the ratio of uranium to calcium, researchers can determine how old the bones are. This process dates the bones back to around 1.4 million years. But wait, there's more. Researchers also extracted collagen from the bones and used radiocarbon dating on that. This dating method looks at the level of carbon-14 in organic material. This dates the skull even further back to between 1.1 and 1.2 million years ago. Although the bones themselves are 1.4 million years old, researchers believe that the remains could have belonged to an early human ancestor. Researchers say that this bone could have belonged to an extinct species called Homo antecessor. Experts believe that Homo antecessor could be a candidate for the missing link between the genus Homo and the extinct species Australopithecus. But experts warn against jumping to conclusions too soon. More evidence needs to be gathered before anyone can say for sure. It's possible that this specimen could belong to an entirely different group of people. It could have belonged to an unknown group of people that we haven't yet discovered. It could also be a member of the Homo habilis species. If this is the case, then it would push back the emergence of Homo habilis by at least 300,000 years. But again, more evidence needs to be found to confirm any of this. Scientists say that it may take decades to fully understand the significance of this discovery. Experts are hopeful that more fossils will be found in the area in the future. This could help shed light on how humans evolved during the Pleistocene era. Scientists also hope to learn more about Homo antecessor, assuming that's who the remains belong to. So far, not much is known about Homo antecessor, but experts believe that they lived in Europe and possibly interbred with other human ancestors. The thing is, there is limited evidence that proves the existence of Homo antecessor. Most of the evidence comes from a single site in Spain called Sima de los Huesos. At this site, researchers have found at least 28 individuals from various different species. These remains include both adults and children. The remains at this site are roughly 400,000 years old, but there have been no other sites with similar remains. This makes it difficult for scientists to draw any solid conclusions about Homo antecessor. Some experts argue that the Sima de los Huesos remains don't actually belong to Homo antecessor, but rather a separate species called Homo heidelbergensis. Others say that the remains should be classified as Homo sapiens. This discovery could finally provide answers to these long-standing debates. Anthropologist Maria Martin, who was involved in the study, said, "This discovery has filled us with enthusiasm because it forces us to reconsider the origins of our genus in Europe. Finding something this important in such good condition is very rare." As mentioned earlier, scientists are still trying to figure out who exactly this person was. They could have been a male Homo sapiens, a male Homo antecessor, a male Homo heidelbergensis, or even a Neanderthal. But what we do know is that they were between 20 and 25 years old when they died. Scientists believe that this person likely died in a torrent. Researchers say that this individual probably slipped and fell while crossing a stream. When they fell, they hit their head on a rock, which fractured their skull. The rock also broke off a part of their lower jaw and upper palate. This individual was gored in the head, so it's likely that they died instantly. Their body was then swept away by the torrent and eventually came to rest in a cave. This is where their remains stayed for the next 1.1 to 1.4 million years. Experts say that they plan to continue searching the area where the remains were found. Hopefully, they'll find more fossils that can help shed some light on this mysterious individual. Maybe they'll even find other human skulls that will allow us to better understand our own evolution. Researchers are hopeful that their findings will lead to more questions being answered. They say that this discovery serves as a reminder that there is still so much to learn about the world around us. Scientists are excited to see what other mysteries they uncover and hope that their work will inspire others to explore the world with a sense of wonder and curiosity. They also hope that their findings will lead to a better understanding of our place in the universe and that we will continue to make new discoveries that push the boundaries of human knowledge. Scientists are committed to continuing their research and hope to make even more groundbreaking discoveries in the future. They say that this is just the beginning and that there is so much more to explore and understand. Researchers say that the world is full of mysteries and they are excited to be a part of uncovering them. They hope that their passion for science will inspire others to learn more about the world around them and to never stop asking questions. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Guys, we want to know what you think of this mysterious fossil. Is this really the face of Adam? Or does it belong to an unknown species that we haven't yet discovered? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.